and the fourth ex-partner we spoke to was the hostess Twinkle, who had to stop and gather herself numerous times just walking from the bar to the table.
Hello, I'm Miss Miller, but, you can call me Twinkle. Well, that's what Babs and Dink call me anyways. They're being a bit shy right now, but, this is Babs. She usually hangs out on this side of me. And this is Dink, her younger brother, who usually hangs out on this side of me. And no, they're not metaphors, so don't give me that look. They are invisible, childlike fairies who accompany me everywhere that I go. I help them, they help me. It's all symbiotic, really. See, by helping them, I am really helping myself. The more joy they bring to their humans, the higher concentration of dust they receive. A fairy's job is never finished. It's just one of the perks. And trust me, that high concentrate stuff is no joke. Now, I heard you getting pretty loud with the last gentleman, and I have to let you know that Dink has extremely sensitive ears. So I would appreciate it if you didn't raise your voice in any way. I am very protective of them, as they are also protective of me. Especially Babs. She's the fighter out of the two of them. Dink is much more reserved, but when he does speak, it's always something profound. He's a genius, really. But it's been such a rough night for the two of them already. I had to tell them to vanish at one point. I didn't want them to witness what was going on. You know, they can see in the dark. And Dink, he gets so emotional. They would have absolutely lost it. Babs and Dink were both quite close with Misty and Moxie. It will take them many days to recover from tonight's horrible show. Earlier in the night, I read a poem that each of them wrote. Dink wrote a cute little poem for Moxie, and Babs wrote a cute little poem for Misty. I was so proud of them for allowing me to share their affections. It was nothing too deep, just crush talk. Misty and Moxie knew how much Babs and Dink admired them. And now they're gone. This is the saddest day ever. I don't even think the fairy boop song is going to help out on this one. And the fairy boop song always works. Every time. No matter what. It doesn't matter what we're going through. When I start in with the boop daddy boop, it's instant harmonies. Okay, fine. I'll sing it because I know you want to hear it now. Feel free to sing along if you start to pick it up, okay? It goes, boop daddy boop, beep beep boop, beep boop daddy boop, diddle deedle deedle biddle boop dee boop, a fairy twirl wee, a fairy smile ye, a fairy smile too, happiness boop boop boop.
The inspector just couldn't hide his look of utter atrociousness, which was unfortunate because that was the moment we had pretty much lost the hostess Twinkle.
I was going to sing it twice so that you could sing along the second time, but I can tell that you clearly have no love for fairies, so I won't even waste my time. Oh, don't cry, Dink. They just don't possess love. It's not you at all. What was that? Okay, yes, Babs, I'll tell them. Babs says that you should stop being such meanies, or else she will rain down the wrath of fairy terror all over your smug, pathetic, worthless existing vessels, making you wish you had never been born at all. But don't mind her, she just gets a little dramatic sometimes. Neither Babs nor Dink deal with death well, and this wasn't even supposed to happen. I blame the Fairy King for breaking his promise. See, there were multiple deaths that happened right in a row, either in my family or people who were close to my family, and I was devastated. I went to the Fairy King for counsel, And he told me that all I had to do to avoid any more deaths was to dig a single grave, leave it open, and place a gravestone next to it. On the gravestone, I was to carve an infinity sign with a line crossed through it from side to side. So that's what I did. And up till now, it had worked. But then this happened. I am so upset right now. I could rip those tiny wings right off his royal little body. He has got some major explaining to do. In fact, I should probably go talk with him as soon as possible. I would like to be excused. Since I am clearly not a murderer, can I go home now so that I can put Babs and Dink to bed? They don't sleep well unless they have their exact tuck-in and song routine. No, it's not the fairy boop song. And no, you cannot hear it. Until you start learning how to have respect for creatures other than the ones who look like you, the fairies will never give you the time of day, and they will never reveal themselves to you. Okay, bye-bye.
The inspector looked over at me with a glare of absolute bewilderment. And after a few large blinks of glossy speechlessness, he just said,
Please let that be the last one of those.